All right, what's going on, people? A couple people have been asking. We know that the DeWalt was $69 at Acme Tools. That deal's already over. It's $99. But Black Friday, Home Depot, Black Friday savings. I believe it's for 8 days. It might be a little bit longer. You can get the DeWalt 20-volt inflator for $99 with a 1.5 amp hour battery. So a couple people were asking about it, the size comparison and stuff like that. You know what? I'm going to add the 12 volt. Hold up. Yeah, pause. Trying to get away into the night when you put your arms around me. All right, so here's all three, guys. As you can see, the DeWalt, definitely the biggest, all right? Now, the reason why I'm making this video is really there's a lot of value in this Ryobi inflator. As you can see, it's right in the middle, no pun intended, in size. All right. Now, obviously, it's an 18 volt. Now, this inflator, I mean, I don't even know how old this one is. I've had this probably for 6-7 years. Yeah, 2013. All right. But I'm telling you, it's pretty much the same exact inflator. If you were to buy it today, I don't think they have done any updates to it. But at $39.99, which I believe it's still at, okay, now that's bare tool. I don't think they offer the Ryobi with a battery, but they might, you know, at certain times of the year, maybe this holiday season. But as you can see, it's a nice size, okay? It's, like I said, right in the middle between the, you know, Milwaukee 12 volt and the DeWalt 20 volt. But it's an awesome inflator, guys. Now, the big difference between the Ryobi and the DeWalt is the speed of inflation, okay? And that's just my honest opinion. Like I said, the DeWalt really can cut the amount of time it takes you to top off your tires or, you know, totally inflate your tire in certain circumstances than the Ryobi. But power-wise, you know, the Ryobi has 150 PSI, all right? So I was a little kind of shocked that the DeWalt is only 160. Now, wasn't shocked or anything, but my point is, you know, this has been around 6, 7, maybe, I think it might have came out in 2011. But I think it came out in 2012. So we're looking at 6-7 years. It's a 6-7 year old inflator. No one entered this category besides Ryobi for 7 years, pretty much, until the Milwaukee 12 volt came out. And the Milwaukee 12 volt is a great inflator, guys. Like I said, when you compare it, though, really to size to the Ryobi, I mean, it's not that much smaller. The Milwaukee, to be honest with you. So it's definitely the smallest, most compact, but you got 120 PSI here. Here you got 150. DeWalt, you got 160. You know, I'm kind of going to go over the pros and cons of each one. You know, maybe give you a little bit better idea of what one you might want to buy this holiday season, as I've been getting a lot of comments, not only about the DeWalt, but the Milwaukee. But, you know, don't forget about the Ryobi here. And, you know, pretty much everybody has one Ryobi battery somewhere, or in the platform, in one way or another, because we all kind of probably bought one of their kits for $40, and they were given two 1.5 amp hour batteries. But the one thing I want to mention, too, with that Home Depot kit, it comes with a 1.5 amp hour battery. You really don't want to use a 1.5 amp hour battery with this type of tool. Now, that being said, I did 3 cars with a 5, and I still got 2 bars. So you're going to be able to use the 1.5, don't get me wrong. But like I said, if you're, you know, most families might have 2 or 3 cars. You're really going to struggle to do all 3 of them if they need, you know, 10 PSI a piece. You know what I'm saying? So don't go too crazy with that free 1.5 amp hour battery. Now, if it was a 3, a 4, a 5, obviously, but they ain't going to do that for $99. But even a 2 would have been definitely a nice touch with this DeWalt inflator. But, you know, for $49, or actually $39 for the Ryobi, $69.99 with the battery. Now, they did offer the Milwaukee, and some people said they've seen them in stores with the 2 amp hour battery again. So I don't know if Milwaukee's kind of doing that for the holiday season, maybe to kind of match DeWalt. But you might be able to find the 2 amp hour Milwaukee 12 volt battery with this Milwaukee inflator for $79. So they all have their pros and cons, guys. You know, the DeWalt has a lot of features that these other two don't have. Not only the light, which is right here, which I will show you, but it is also the only one that you can use AC and has DC capabilities. Okay, so that is huge, and that's what really separates this DeWalt from these other two. All right, so like I said, at $69, you got to get the DeWalt, and I'm saying even at $99, you got to get the DeWalt, because like I said, if your battery's dead or you don't have it, you lost it, someone took it, you can still inflate your tires. Like I said, you're in an emergency situation. One of your tires is really low, and you know, or whatever, you're still going to be able to use this unit. You can't use the Ryobi and you can't use the Milwaukee. Now, that being said, you're buying this because it's cordless, right? So you should always have a battery, but again, it has that built-in feature. Nice little compartment right here. And it comes with the DC cord also. The one thing about the Milwaukee too is you have a really nice display here. Really nice, really bright. With the Ryobi, like I said, being the cheapest, you know, you got this little, let's turn it on. You got this little, like, you know, old analog type screen there. It's blue, you can see it, but if the sun's hitting it kind of directly, and it's on top, and that's the one thing I like about the DeWalt too, it's on the side. So, you know, when the sun's beating down, you know, you can kind of see it a lot better than being the sun beating right on top of these two. Small, definitely, you know, it's a small little feature that I like about the DeWalt. But it is the biggest. And the one thing about the Ryobi and the DeWalt too is you have this other hose here. Like I said, for your, you know, air mattresses. And this one's definitely not as, well, yeah, this is old though. But, you know, for your air mattresses and, you know, bounce houses and tubes and stuff like that. You can't do that with the Milwaukee. It just comes with your one cord for, you know, tires, you know, footballs, baseballs, basketball, soccer. So the 12 volt definitely has its limitations. It's only 120 psi compared to the Ryobi 150 and 160. Now I was thinking, you know, 6-7 years old, this one should have had 200 psi. Only it's got 160. Still the most powerful, but you kind of think with technology and, you know, obviously the much bigger size, because it really is a much bigger unit. It might not really look too much on here, but this one has great value too, guys. So if you're not, maybe you're in Makita's platform. Well, if you're in Makita's platform, you have a 12 volt coming out, but you don't have an 18 volt. But say you're in Makita's 18 volt platform, right? And you want one of these inflators. You don't have to go out and, you know, spend $100. You don't have to go out and spend $70. You can spend $39. Now, hopefully you have a battery. If not, you know, you can still get in for Ryobi cheaper. I think you can get a 2 battery pack. Two 2 amp hour batteries for $49 right now. So you'd still be at around $89. Or 9, yeah, what's that? 39 plus 50. Yeah. What is that? Yeah, probably about, but you get 2 batteries with the Ryobi. But there might be kits available again with the Milwaukee with that 2 amp hour battery also. So there are a lot of options. All 3 of them work. You know, they all do the job. Runtime, the Milwaukee, you definitely got to have a 4 or 6 amp hour battery. All right, people, I'm running out of time. Any comments, questions, let me know.